Hey guys. Okay, Saturday morning, and I'm gonna have another stab at this thing. I'll go through the story so far. So, yes, as you know, I got it started that day. Very happy to only have that crushed when I took it a test ride. It's been a very strange bike, I've got to say. I was throwing the towel in, to be honest with you. I'd had enough. I'd completely had enough of it. And a lot of the lads who I go out with weren't going to let me get off that lightly, I've got to say. They was, what should we call it? Applying a bit of pressure, saying you can't back out of it. We're not going without you. I'm selling my bike if you're not doing it. All them sort of things. So, yeah, a bit of peer pressure. Is that what you call it? Anyway. Where'd you start? So, I went out that day, and the quarry that we just go for a test ride is, I don't know, 10 miles, not far. So got on it that morning, started fine, went to the petrol station, put a bit of petrol in, started fine again, carried on up the road, got to the quarry, done a lap of the quarry, conked out. Wouldn't start. It was trying, but it just would not start properly. Anyway, I let it cool down, and it fires straight up. But I'd done another couple of laps round and let it cool down again, because I just knew it weren't going to start while it was up to temperature, and got back on the road to bring it back here. Coming back, it was like it was trying to run out of fuel. That's the only way I can explain it. So if you just sort of rode it gently, going through the gears, it was nice, picking up nice, no misfires, no nothing. But as soon as you went past, let's say half throttle, thereabouts, just like you was running out of fuel. You know, on the older bikes where you got your fuel tap, there's a thing of the past, the fuel tap, and if you're running out of fuel and going to reserve, it'd let you know. You'd throttle it on and it would die. And we've all done it, leaning down, struggling around to get the thing on reserve tap, and slowly it'd pick up again. But anyway, that was sort of doing this. Past our throttle, it was just dying, and as soon as you brought the throttle back, it was just firing back into life. So far we have had a stator, a capacitor, a reg-rec. I've done the valves on it because I know that's an issue with these. The valves are in spec, absolutely spot on. I've had the throttle body off this thing, cleaned it all out. It's had a new air filter. What else we had? Several lots of coolant. Oh yeah, the only thing that went really well was the water pump, the coolant pump, whatever you want to call it. It no longer leaks. I'm about to change the gearbox oil because I put cheap gearbox oil in it just to run it up and flush it out. So we'll see if that's milky. It might be a little bit milky actually, because obviously it's going to have a coating on all the gears and everything inside the gearbox. So it might be a little bit milky. But I've had no coolant loss, which is brilliant. At least that's one thing I can tick off the list. Now the mystery of the other stuff, there's not a lot left to change on this bike, to be honest with you. So I've got some parts and I'm going to see how they go. I've got hopefully later today there's a coil coming. You know, it's just process of elimination now. I've put a new fuel pump on it. I've done that the other night. That's sat in the tank over there because obviously I've got it all in bits at the minute. As you can see, I'll say we're about to drain the gearbox oil out, see what that looks like. Let's go through the box of goodies. So that was the fuel pump I've put on. I won't buy an Honda ones. I've only got one. There's only two original Honda parts gone on this bike because I really didn't want to run the risk, and that's it. Had a new injector in there. I forgot to mention that. I may have mentioned that in the other videos. It's had a new injector. It's a Honda one. That was a bit ouch on the pocket, but it's done. And I've also got, because it could be contributing to the problem, it seems like when I change something, the problem slightly changes, but there's always a problem, if you know what I mean. I change this, I change that, it gets a bit better in other areas, and it's wrong in other areas. It really has been an absolute mind-boggling, soul-destroying relationship with this bike. So I have got a temperature sensor. That is a proper Honda one, because it weren't that bad price wise. I've also got all this so I can keep dabbling at it till we've got it right. Map sensor, because on the kill switch on these, some of you will be familiar with these type of bikes, there's what you call a mill light, and it is flashing a code, and the code it's flashing is saying the map sensor is faulty. So I've got one of them. Would you believe, let's get this out of the packet a minute, bear with me as I'm holding the camera, bear with me, you can stare at the bench a minute. Let's get this out of the packet. There we go. Little map sensor, and that goes onto a rubber tube that feeds into the throttle body. That, if I was to get one from Fowler's, an Honda part, that little thing is £301. How on earth do you justify that? I thought they've got to have that wrong, surely. Surely they've got to have that price wrong. It's a little piece of plastic. I guess it's got some electronic device in there that was probably cost 25 pence or something like that. So yeah, that was not happening. There's no way I could have spent that much money on that. Not a chance. So I've done a little bit of research on ones that are supposed to be okay. At the end of the day, that mill light is telling me this one is faulty on the bike. So anything's going to be better than a faulty one. So this is going on. I can't even see what it says on that little sticker. I ain't got my glasses on. So yeah, that was, what was that? About £38 instead of £301. So that's just boggles the mind how they can justify that price. And we also have throttle position sensor. Now, researching all these bits, they're all claiming the OEM standard or above. So yeah, I don't mind giving them a try. Again, Honda ones are just insane money. This was actually, what was this? Just over £40. But still, I was just going to back out of this bike and forget it. It was getting broke for parts and all sorts the other week. But I've walked away from it for a bit, and a bit of pressure off all the lads, saying they want me out, they want me there and all that. I thought, okay. So next thing, I've got this little lead, a little bit of harness. So if I do change the throttle position sensor, it needs setting again. So this harness goes between the sensor and plugs into the harness on the bike, and then you can put your voltmeter on there and get the correct setting on the throttle position. So that's what that's for. I've also got a thing coming that will sort of knock out the codes from the ECU if it's needed. So yeah, it's if it doesn't work after this, sorry lads, I know you're all watching, I'm done. It's going off the edge of a cliff. I'm going to put it in the van, take it to Beachy Head, and watch it disappear. Anyway, let's get the gearbox oil out, and I'm going to plod away this morning. I think Ray's coming over. Ray's the lad with the KTM. He's had loads of issues with KTMs and stuff like that. There's another story. That was a bit of a moment for him. Yeah, he's coming around in a bit, and if I get this thing started, we are going to go for another test ride. But in this little video, we'll just put the parts on and see if we can start it up, and then I'll do another little video of the test ride, and I will film everything on this, whatever the outcome is. Let's see how we go. Cross everything. Right then, get the bash guard off for the 457th time. That's my phone dinging. I'm gonna have to check that with the events that are going on at the moment. Right, all good. Right, we haven't. One bolt this side for the bash guard. Squeeze in. On there. I think I've got to drop my exhaust off as well to get it the temp sensor to save me struggling. Yeah, I'm just having a look now. Yeah, I think I am. It don't take a lot to get off, to be honest. Let's get around the other side again. You can tell I fell out of it. Look, I didn't even clean it. I just cast it aside in disgust. There we go. Put it down there, at the road. Yeah, so yeah, it's nice that the coolant stayed in there. Like I say, that's one good thing. Right, we'll get the oil out, and then we'll go for the temp sensor. Where's a little pointy thing? Let's use that. Which is right down there. Right at the end of the socket. You probably can't see that. So yeah, safe still. I reckon I'll just pop the exhaust off. Right, let's get the oil out. Gearbox drain plug. Oh, of course I've dropped the bolt in there. Get it out quick. That ain't bad actually. I thought it'd be a little bit milkier than that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy to put the decent stuff in now. Right, we'll let that drain. I think we'll take the exhaust off to get at that temp sensor rather than struggle. I think it's cup of tea time while I do that. I'm trying to stay calm and relaxed with optimism and hope and luck that it's all going to go to plan and it's all going to work as it should. Let's get this panel off to get at the exhaust. She is filthy. See if it behaves itself today. I'll treat it to a lovely clean. Yeah, right. Next. Right, exhaust clamp. Ooh. Got the camera on the tripod now. Got me 2 hands back. That one there. And we're off. What's that? Where's the other socket? Come on. Is that still tight? No, the clamp's well and truly undone. What was that being a pain? Come on, let me have it. Give it to me. Thank you. That was a struggle. Oh, the boss is here, look. You're all right, Blue. Hey, you just had your breakfast, didn't you, mate? Yep. There's a Yoshi in your bed. It's having to lie down, it's exhausted. What are you going to do about that? Hey? Who's been sleeping in my bed? Mr. Yoshi. We'll move it. Don't panic. Right, where are we? Okay, rest the exhaust off. I know I really should have a gasket for that, I guess, but I'll get one, but it's I haven't got one, so it will go straight back on. It might be alright. Sometimes you get away with them a couple of times. Exhaust gasket, that is. But it's got to come off to get at that temp sensor. Right, that off next, and I think I'll give it a bit of a brush over on the Scotch-Brite wheel as well while it's off. Oh, nearly there. Tell you what, move that oil back a bit, because you know where that nut will go, don't you? If I don't move the oil. There we go. That's it, we can get at that now without struggling. That little item there should be easy enough. Right, we've got this on the move. I'm guessing I'm possibly going to lose a little bit of coolant. Might not lose any. A little drop. There we go. Right, new one back in. Quickly, so it's just decided to start dripping. If I can get my fat fingers in there. Nip up on that. I've got the O-ring in there as well. Right, sorted. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put the gearbox oil back in before the pipe goes back on. It's a little bit easier to get to. So, level plug out. And a bit of light gear oil. There's only a drop left in this one. A new one at the ready. Just do a bit at a time and let it settle, so we don't lose half of it at the level hole. A little bit more. Should be getting close now. Gearbox oil in, level plug back in, cap on, tick. Right, exhaust back on. And I've got Raymondo here. Hold on mate, I'll go this way.
Okay.
So I can sit, that's it.
We in?
Is it clear and everything?
I think we're alright.
Yeah, cool.
Did it go up round the back or yeah, just done it? Hang on.
Yeah, because on the inside of the frame.
Yeah, we've got to come back out a touch so we can go in. There
That's
we go.
it. That feels better. Huh?
That's more like it.
There we go. Nice one. So we're trying to get this done so we can go out on the test run. Just me and you today, isn't it?
Is this going to be third time lucky, do you reckon?
Oh,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. No, this. So how many?
Oh, it must be God Almighty. Thinking
Yeah.
about
What?
It.
So it broke down on me
In
that day.
Yeah. When you're a million miles away.
Yeah. This is fourth.
Fourth. Yeah. Fourth time lucky.
Fourth time lucky. There's not much else that could be wrong with it.
Maybe there's just no luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, that's that on. Lovely. I'm going to get that
Clean.
Yeah. Right. Okay, on with the silencer bit. And the coils arrived as well. So this bike is going to be up and running on a test run today. But that'll be in the next video. My arm still doesn't work properly. That'll do. That's got it. I'll just put all these in loose till I've got all the other ones in. Right, we'll we'll get that done up, and then we can lower it down then. Right, moving forward, raise around the other side with his smaller fingers.
We're on, I think.
Getting the coil on. I think we're there, all ready to do that up. So we're going to get that done up, then we're going to lower the bike down and do the map sensor.
Maybe check the plug while we're at it.
Yeah, we're going to have a quick looky at the plug, and hopefully get the tank on and everything, and it's going to start. Right, okay, we are sorted. Bash plate on. I've even had the chain off and give that a proper wash. Coils on, wires are on. We haven't put the spark plug lead on yet because we're going to have a quick look at the spark plug. I think we're ready to go down. Right, round we go. Is everything clear?
Yeah.
I think so. Going down. Oh no, I'm going to move my seat. Yeah, don't want to wreck that. Mind you, it'll match the rest of the bike. And we're down. Right, next thing, I'm going to pop the plug out and have a look. Got to put the ECU thing back on and map sensor down here. Right, map sensor coming out. Oh,
That's the bracket.
Bracket.
Should you take that out as well?
Yeah, let's have that. Like that, and then we've
Take
got
it
to
off the old
disconnect it
pipe.
from its little pipe and bang the new one in. We've just checked the plug, nothing looks untoward there. So yeah.
There she goes.
Right, I'll pass you the other one then. Nearly there. Nearly there. Ray keeps losing things.
Yeah, there's a plug disappeared too now.
That was hanging down, mate. There it. No, that's not it. Yeah, it's further down. Yeah, look, I'm sure I've seen it hanging out here. Can lose anything in this shed.
Sanity.
If it goes out of sight, it's done. It's gone forever. We trapped it in somewhere. Don't make sense. Yeah, well,
You got
no,
a stubby
that's-
on the end.
it branches off that one, doesn't it? Yeah, let me come round there.
Yeah.
Have a look.
How can that be?
There we got it.
Hiding under there.
Hiding. There we go. Right. So we'll get that plugged in then, and then it's fuel tank on. Getting close. Just doing all the shrouds up now. We're going to be optimistic. I've put absolutely everything on, the seat on, bolt it all up, fuel it up.
For the last time.
I hope you're right. I do hope you're right. Think positive and all that,
Yeah.
so to say.
Positive thoughts. You're using your big funnel.
Right, fuel up time.
Hello, Bogey.
Okie dokie. I'll get our wipe down. I'll get the seats on. Okay, we are in one piece. So, it's going to take a little bit of kicking over because obviously it's got a new fuel pump in there. It's had no fuel for it before, so I'm guessing it's going to take several kicks before we get some life into it. But fingers crossed it's going to fire up, and then the next thing is hopefully it's going to run great and no problems. We will see. Right. Yeah, I think it's going to take a good few kicks to get fuel circulating again. See how we go. See how we go. If I had £1 for every time I've kicked this bike over.
You better buy a new one.
Yeah, I would. Literally. I should really put my boot on. It's going to kill the bottom of my foot.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word. Well, the fuel's getting there. I say it might take a bit of coaxing for a bit.
That nearly wanted to tick over.
Yeah, it did. Ooh. Yeah, I set the idle. And I have no mill light flashing.
Really?
Yes!
Wow.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's.
No fault code flashing at all. Right.
Worth a cup of tea, that man.
Definitely worth a cup of tea now, and then we'll open the door up and run her up for a bit so we don't choke to death. Bingo! Oh, that's a good sign. Right, tea break. Okay, so Ray's gone off now. He's going to have a spot of lunch and get all his gear on, get his bike out. I'm going to do one last little start up. I'm feeling optimistic now. Now we've got a code light. It's gone out. It's not there no more. Which is fantastic, I've got to say. Right, let's try it one more time. I'll say I've still got to set the idle on it, which I can't do till the bike's ran and got up to temperature. Let's see how we go. Yes. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, you don't bump my head. At last. Well, we'll see how the run goes. Anyway, I'll call that a video at that, and then I'll do another little video of the run, just to keep you all updated for those who are interested. And again, I've got everything crossed that it's not going to play up no more. So yeah, like I say, Ray's gone off, he's getting ready. I'm going to get all my gear on and ready, and we've got 7-10 mile up the road to the quarry, and we're just going to have a gentle ride round there and see how it goes. I'm feeling optimistic for the first time. Anyway, cheers for watching, everybody. Much appreciated with all the support again. I really do appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video with a Honda that's behaving itself over the quarry.